Welcome to the Global War Watch Network. Well, it's finally happening. The U.S. Navy's next-generation stealth fighter is officially a go. And you know what that means? A massive battle is brewing between two giants, Boeing and Northrop Grumman. And the winner could literally define the future of American air dominance. All right, let's get into it. The fighter of the future. We're talking about a head-to-head competition to build the Navy's next premier warplane. And believe me, this contract is going to shape the entire fleet for a generation. So, Lockheed Martin officially tapped out, which leaves us with just two heavyweights in the ring. In one corner, you've got Boeing. They're coming in hot after winning the contract for the Air Force's new fighter. And in the other corner, Northrop Grumman, the folks behind the incredible B-21 Raider stealth bomber. And the word on the street is they've been pouring all their resources into this specific program. Make no mistake, this is a winner-take-all showdown for the massive FXX contract. But here's the crazy part. This whole thing was a program on the brink. Getting to this point was anything but certain. The entire program was almost dead on arrival, fighting for its life right in Washington, D.C. So, you gotta ask, right? Why was this revolutionary fighter program in jeopardy? It doesn't make sense on the surface. Why on earth would a program so critical to the Navy's future get pushed right to the edge of being canceled? Okay, so this is where it gets into some serious political power plays. The Pentagon, they wanted to slam the brakes on the FAXX. Their argument was that the industrial base just couldn't handle building two different 610 fighters at the same time. So their plan? Shift all that money over to the Air Force's F-47 program. But whoa, Congress was not having it. They pushed back, and they pushed back hard. They saw any kind of delay as a huge strategic blunder that would basically hand our adversaries an advantage on a silver platter. And in the end, Congress put its foot down. They didn't just say no to the Pentagon's cuts. They went a step further and pushed through a draft defense bill that pumped a staggering $1.4 billion into the FAXX. The message couldn't have been clearer. This program is way too important to put on hold. So why all the drama? Why the urgency? Well, it all boils down to the race against China. Look, this isn't just about swapping out the old Super Hornets for something new. This is a direct, calculated response to a threat in the Pacific that is growing and growing fast. And listen to this. Representative Ken Calvert, the guy who oversees defense funding, put it perfectly. He said, "I'm concerned that any hesitancy on our part will leave us dangerously outmatched in a China fight." That really captures the feeling on Capitol Hill. The fear is real. Any delay could leave U.S. carriers totally exposed in a conflict. The stakes here are just unbelievably high. And this is exactly why everyone's so worried. China is not sitting around waiting. We're talking two separate sixth-generation fighter prototypes already in the air testing. Their new carrier stealth fighter, the J-35, is reportedly already in production, and their brand new, super advanced aircraft carrier, the Fujian, is about to enter service. That technology gap we've always counted on, it's closing, and man is it closing fast. All right, so let's talk tech. What exactly gives this new fighter the sixth-generation edge? What makes it a true generational leap? Because we're not just talking about a simple upgrade here. The FAXX is being designed from the ground up to be a total game changer. Okay, so this thing is being built with three revolutionary capabilities in mind. First up, next-level stealth. We're talking about the ability to fly right into heavily defended areas, totally undetected. Second, range, and lots of it. It'll have more internal fuel, plus it can be refueled by unmanned drones. Why? To keep our aircraft carriers safely out of missile range. And third, and this is the really cool part, it's going to be a drone quarterback. It'll command entire swarms of loyal wingman drones, basically multiplying its firepower. So this drone quarterback idea, it all works because of a new philosophy called man on the loop. Think about it this way. The pilot isn't just flying the plane anymore. They're not a hands-on operator in the old sense. Instead, they become a mission commander. Right there in the cockpit, directing all these autonomous systems. It's a complete fundamental shift in what it even means to be a fighter pilot. So let's zoom out. What does all of this really mean? This is about securing American air dominance. This whole program, it's so much bigger than just one airplane. It's about the entire future of America's ability to project power from the sea. When you get right down to it, the FAAX is what you'd call a bellwether program. It's a sign of things to come. Think about it. Without a new fighter that can actually beat the most advanced threats out there, the aircraft carrier itself, its whole purpose, starts to become less relevant. This jet is the absolute linchpin for the future of naval aviation. It's designed to make sure America's carriers can do their job and control the seas for many, many decades. And that really leaves us with one final, pretty heavy question. In this age of crazy fast technology and superpowered competitors, can one aircraft truly secure the future of American sea power? No matter how advanced it is, can a single weapons program really be the key to it all? Or, is the future a whole lot more complicated than that?
Well, that's our look at this high-stakes program. Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer.
Hey, before you go, if you found this interesting, please do us a huge favor and like, share, and subscribe to the Global War Watch Network. We really want to hear what you think, so drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And come join our community on social media. All the links for that are waiting for you in the description.